In this video we're going to look at the basics of surds, and for starters what we have is when we've got a surd and we want to get it out of a surd into an exponent to make it easier, it's always the power it has, 15, divided by what it's being rooted by, 3. 15 over 3 is 5. Here's another example. You're tempted to say the square root of x to 16 is x to the 4 because you're tempted to square root 16, but don't do that. It's the power it has, 16, divided by what it's rooted by, and if there's nothing there, it's a 2. So it becomes x to the power of 8. If you get an example that's got a number in it, you can just on your calculator go the fourth root of 625, or you could first go 625 equals shift fact, and you find out that that's 5 to the power of 4. And so if it's been fourth rooted, you're going to divide that by 4, and that will give you an answer of 5 to the 1, so basically 5. And then again you apply the same rules, and so this will just divide by 4, so it's p squared and divide by 4, q to the 5, and m, don't forget, it's got a power of 1, so it will be 1 over 4. In surd equations, just to give you introduction to a couple of concepts, in surd equations you always want to try and get the surd by itself. I like to take it to a side that makes it positive. Once you've got the surd by itself, you can square both sides and then solve it, but you must make sure that you check your answer, because typically one of them won't actually work out if you put it back into the original question. Another thing is that a surd can never equal a negative, and so if you ever find that setup happening, there's no solution to that. Okay, you can only add or subtract when the surd is the same. For example, below here, square root of 7 plus 6th root of 3 plus 5 root 7 minus 2 root 3. Just pretend that the 7s are coconuts, and so you've got 1 coconut plus 5 coconuts is 6 coconuts. Pretend that the root 3 is just a strawberry, so you've got 6 strawberries minus 2 strawberries is 4 strawberries. These can't go together because they have different numbers inside the surd. If you get more complicated ones, you might need to simplify that number first, but we'll tackle that in another video. Second, lastly, what you've got here is if you times or divide surds, then you can put a big surd over them and times the numbers as normal. And so it just becomes a big surd, 3 times 2, which is 6. Lastly, just be careful in surd equations. If you've said, okay, cool, I'm going to square both sides, then when you square a surd, it just basically cancels away, but keep it in brackets. But if there is a number in front, it must be, in this case, squared, so it becomes 9. And so this would be at the bottom here an example of how to start a surd equation. This video is just an introduction to surds and some of the concepts. We will look at a lot of these in more detail by looking at specific examples. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. Thanks.